Tuesday morning, it hasn't rained yet. Andrew's just putting some more seed in the drill. I'm going to put a little bit of fertiliser in because the chicken muck that we wanted to spread, we're not going to get it worked in time. We want to get the OSR in, so we're just going to, there he is, popping out the hopper. He's been cleaning it out. Yeah, so we're going to put a bit of fertiliser and start fert where we can't use chicken muck. We're going to fill it up with seed now. Andrew's going to drill some trial plots today, so we've got some Beatrix, as in Beatrix Potter. We'll put them in here. That's a different variety, so put that one at the back. I'll go and put it on the top shelf. We've still got the concrete block in here, so we're just going to put these in the side blockers. What's in this side? All your cleaning stuff still? You've lost the key? Yeah, these bales, they're more than 3 metres away, but Scottish Power want me to move them again, but their poles were in the way. Anyway, they said, oh, don't worry about blocking our poles, and just move the bales, so I'm just going to push them from the bottom over enough. But really, if they'd have told me they were upgrading this line, I'd have told them to bury it, because it's stupid going over the yard. And they put a new pole in last week. Just boom out now. Can slide the whole pack. Annoyingly, it's just drizzled for 5 minutes, which has made everything wet, so we won't be getting combining for another hour now. Well, at least I've moved that straw out of the way. Looks like the cleaners there getting it ready for the weekend. Back at the yard, started raining again. It's starting to dry up as well. It started raining, Andrew got rained off sowing and was heading back to the yard. So I shot up here to look at this roof just to see where the water was landing, so I knew whether we could start stacking straw in one corner before we fixed the gutter. Come up the road, it was raining all the way till I got to next door, which is that farm there. And I mean, you can still see it's raining over there now, but it hasn't rained here yet. Oh, it's just starting to. If you look across there, you can see it. It's just starting to drizzle here now. So we'll have a look where it leaks in, and then we know. There's just this narrow cloud going across us, but rather than going that way across us, it was going all the way across us. So we've got like 20 minutes of this instead of sort of 2 minutes. The pylon's hissing now. But I'm going to go up the road to see if it's rained where the wheat is. It might not have rained where the wheat is if it's such a narrow band. It stopped raining and there's nothing dripped in yet. It obviously wasn't enough for it to start, because the moss must have absorbed it on the roof. So I'm going to go up the road now and see if the roads are wet where we're going to combine this afternoon. Bit of luck, it's missed us. As you can see by this little narrow band going over, if it had come in the other direction, the wind, it would have been all right. So, and if we get near the river, it might have missed us, so we'll see. Wet boots. This is, it's obviously what rained in this field here, but I just want to show you this. Where's it gone now? Can you see? Can't find any now. That's it. Can you see that starting to open up? Basically, the wheat's starting to shed because it's overripe. There's, someone's been walking through it here, but when I was looking, you can see the odd seed on the floor. Not too bad because I can't see too many now. Yeah, we've got a block here we want to cut behind that hedge line there as well. And then we've got this one here that's quite weedy in this bottom corner. This is the one that we attempted to drill 3 times and kept getting rained off every single time. Kind of nearly give up on it, but we crashed a bit in late on. And this is the field that Andrew didn't want to put his name to, but I think it looks great. So we'll see what it yields like in a bit. But it's actually dampness in the wind now, so I think we'll have an early dinner. Keep our fingers crossed that the wind gets up and dries it out. Rob's flying up the road in a buggy. He's just seen a van back in that track we've got there. He's just going to check they're not fly tipping. He's blocked them in. Oh, he's on his way back now. Maybe it's just someone having the dinner, hopefully. Someone sent me a USB in the post. Not had time to put it in yet, so I've got the Kita battery with the adapter on the top, which is really handy. So I'm gonna just charge my phone with that. Let's see. We're gonna brush this shed out up here while we start putting straw in. So we don't think that's road registered, so we've just brought it up on the low loader. See the look of delight on her face as she does it. What happened then? Oh, just the digger at the floor. No, she stalled it. I can't hear it because of fast tracks. I don't know, wait pretty loudly. Bit of a technical issue here, whether it's in neutral or not. There we go, it's running again. I can see the puff of smoke. Oh, there's a digger at the floor now. Yeah. More revs, power through. I think that's why they backed it into the shed, to make the ramps a bit more gentle, because I think when they loaded in the yard it was scuffing as well. Should have perhaps gone on forwards, backwards. Andrew just powered through. Better, isn't it? While we're waiting for the wheat to dry, we're just clearing some straw off this field. I think it's 48 bales. We won't get it on one trailer, and we should get it on two, but we can't go too high because we've got to go under a low bridge. So I'm just going to fill this as much as I can by putting some sideways on it. But Andrew's dropped this off while he goes through the trailer, but the bale wedge has been left down. So, because we obviously just took that little tractor off the back, so when he comes back, I'll have to quickly plug it in and lift the wedge up so I can get a full load on this. Because I think if we get a full load on this and a full load on Bill's trailer, which he's gone to get from over there, we should fit them all on. It's quite handy being able to fit through the ramps. Just boom out and put them on. There he is, flat out. It's a momentous occasion when the first straw's put in the shed at the new farm, so I'm trying to work out whether I can go 5 high or 4. I think I can only go 4 high without catching these there. Because we've not fixed the roof, we're going to try dropping some down on them tyres just to see how stable they are. And then if we do get any water on the concrete flowing underneath, it won't damp the bottom bales. You could use pallets, but you need loads of them, and they're heavy and they get rats and mice underneath them. So we'll have a go with these and see what it's like.
Yeah.
That works really well. What we're going to try and do now is see if we can just, obviously we'll have a row along the back, but see if we can put 3 tyres to each stack, so we don't need 6, so we can just half them. So we're just going to get another 2 now, put them there and then try this stack, see what they're like, and then go on from there then. We took the edge cutter off the 7.7 and we're having a bit of swap round with tractors. This is going carting grain. Andrew's going to come get back sowing OSR now it's dried up. I'm going to go combining. We were using the 7.8 yesterday. We think the head gasket's gone. It started overheating on the way home on John. He's a little bit low on water. He topped it up, then it overheated again as soon as it got up the road. Pulled the dipstick out this morning. There's water on the dipstick, so we think the head gasket's gone. So that's parked up at the back of the yard. We're going to have to get a head gasket kit for it and get it in the workshop. So 7.7's out of retirement off the hedge cutter. So off we go. As you get older, things out of James Bond films become reality, like cars that can drive on water, camera phones, different things, and massive circular saws. So it must be PJM Agri. I was talking to something on Facebook the other day. They obviously sell these hedge cutters, but look at that, what a beast. Put it on the front of the telehandler. So if you put one of them on a hedge cutter, it's on the back. So when you cut branches, they fall on the cab. Whereas if you've got a telehandler, it's out in front, so you can like go along, cut all the branches, and they just drop in front of you. So I think it's a really good idea. Don't know how much they are though, but it'd be interesting to try one, or at least find out a price of one. But what a beast. So 6 hours after it started raining, Andrew's going to go back out drilling now. T and J are dropping a load of OSR off, and me and John are going to go and start trying to combine again to see how dry the field is. But yeah, we've lost 6 hours. We would have broken the back of the wheat today, but instead we're not going to at all now, and it's probably going to be damp when we do start, but let's go. There's the straw crew heading back. Last half load. Mini Merlot. Now there should be a header here somewhere, but I can't see it. Yeah, it turns out the header is in the wrong field. I told Morgan where to put it, then changed my mind and explained what else we were going to do, and it kind of got lost in translation. So when he told me I've dropped it on that OSR stubble, I thought he meant this one, which is next to the field of wheat I want to go in, but it's not. It's at Brookhouse, so it's only behind them trees over there. So he was going that way then with the Mini Merlot, so he's just going to go and grab it for us now and bring it here, and then we can get cutting. There's that massive military plane that goes over. It's a beast, isn't it? Just behind the mirror now. Oh, where's it gone? It's a monster, that. This field here's got a grassy patch in the middle, so I'm going to cut this out now before it gets damp later on, and then I'm going to go over and do the rest of it. But yeah, I'm just chopping this as well. Yeah, it's kind of gone flat and the grass has come through it. This is the kind of content you don't see on YouTube very often, because some people would be embarrassed by this and wouldn't show it, but as far as I'm concerned, everyone's going to have rubbish bits of fields in places here and there. Still not the brightest of days, but I chopped all the grassy bit, and then row of straw coming out the back. It's pretty bright, to be honest. It's actually brighter than the wheat we're cutting, so that's nice. I want to try and bale as much as I can up here because it's closest to Wellbrook, where we've got some shed space to store it. And this field and the next one I'm going to do, if I get a chance tonight, are really clean, so it should be some nice straw off it, especially after I've chopped the grassy bits up here. What's going on down? I thought something smells warm, so I thought, oh, we've opened all the guards and gone round sniffing, looking with that to see. I think what's happened, I've found it here. Get a shaft smouldering. Now that's designed to run hot, but I think because we've been getting water every time we're cutting, and then we got water and shafts stuck to it, and then dried out like a plaster. So we're just going to put some water on it now and blow it all up again. Remember last night we got rained on, and then we just finished that last bit. It must have been wet, dust then stuck to it. And then this morning, because we didn't do a massive amount yesterday, we didn't need diesel, and I didn't come up here and blow it off. That's why, but anyway, we'll just sort it now. That's better now. Normally dust wouldn't stay on there, but like you say, it must have been the water coming through here. Like dripping in, it's stuck to it, but it's pretty much all metal. can probably hear me better in here. Yeah, I don't think it amounted to much, but obviously it was like shaft stuck to that edge that it'd normally get blown off or fall off, and it just started smouldering. But all around it, because it is a hot area of the machine, it's all metal and there's not really anything to catch a light. But if you didn't have it blown off a lot, you had all sorts of other chaff and build up and things like that, it obviously could do something, you know, spread. But yeah, I don't think there was any risk there, but it's just not nice when you can smell something burning when you sat on something. So anyway, we've cleaned it all down and given it a good blow off. But I think next time I get rained off and then start cutting again, I'll check again. Oh, something's running. It's running through this crop here. You can see it shaking. In fact, there's quite a lot of stuff. It's probably just going to be a load of pheasants, to be honest. I thought it might be a fox, but let's have a look now what flies out when I get near the end. Yeah, pheasant. And a few gone that way as well. Into the night we go. The next field is the one, remember where Andrew said he's not putting his name to it and he didn't think he should have drilled it, and I think it looks stunning. Well, we'll finish this, and if it's still dry enough, we'll go on to that and we'll start it and see how it's doing. I'd like to cut it in daylight, to be honest, just to see. I need my hair cutting, don't I? I'd like to cut it in daylight to see how well it does. I mean, obviously we will know a bit more through it, but when we're going through, because obviously we've got lights on and yield mapping and stuff. But we'll certainly cut the headland tonight and see, and you'll probably see better tomorrow. Or we'll do a live video. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, that's all for today. Hannah's done the birthday bumper, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
We've finally been blessed with a bit of sun today, so once again Ollie's out combining and I'm going to do the birthday bumper. Looking quite full today. We've got Peter Freeburn, Adam Evans is 36, Gethin Jones is 15, Martin Birmingham's 45, Kevin K, have I said that right, is 15, Mike Herring is 35, Liam Bowen's 11, Megan Miles, Brian Ives is 63, Arthur Smith is 6, Richard Hayward, Stephen Hall is 70, Kim Johnson, Elise Burrow is 4, Chris Dutton, a family friend of Ollie's, is 75, and the total is 43,950. So happy birthday to everyone on the bumper, and thank you for donating.